Before came with but he's like, hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Monsoon Live right here on YouTube. And I'm your host, of course, Jeffrey Monsoon Mysick. And today in studio, really cool guy. He and I have been touch bases and screwed up. Mariano Vidro. Mariano, welcome, man. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
I do construction. I'm a laborer. I train MMA at nighttime. I like to fight.
Now, what got you into MMA?
I just liked it. Like,
you just watched it on TV and.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to try it out. I started training. With Sadeko at Fight Firm, and I had my first smoker, and I beat the guy up pretty bad. So I just wanted to fight. So like 2 weeks later, I had my first fight. Like 2 months into training.
2 months into training, and they said, "Okay, you're having your first fight."
Yeah.
How'd you do in that fight?
I did pretty good. I popped my shoulder like the first round, but I almost knocked the guy out.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Well.
And I got choked out the third round. Like he came back third round, choked me out, but it was like the best experience I ever had. So I started training a whole lot more.
To just keep going.
Yeah.
Now I understand you've had some interesting stuff with fighting the last few weeks. I know on your Facebook.
Yeah.
I've seen 2 fighters cancel on you, and it's like, what's the deal with that, man?
It's the one fighter didn't even show up for weigh-ins last week. Like I went to weigh-ins the day before. He asked to give him 5 pounds because he couldn't make 135. So I agreed to 140. So I came in, and he never showed up. He messaged the promoters that at 5:30 he's gonna get there like an hour late, and we waited an hour and a half. And
did he ever reach out to you, or
he actually he messaged me back to me like on Facebook today after blocking me last week, and he called me out saying he want to fight me at 140, 45. He said he had a head injury. He's a joke. His name is Sean Jones.
I know I've seen on your Facebook. Now, what happened with this last fight that you supposedly you were gonna have? It was gonna happen tonight.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. What happened?
Yeah, they gave me a matchup on Monday, and the day of weigh-ins, the matchup they gave me, the guy supposedly had a cut, so the doctors they couldn't prove him to fight, so they just got somebody else the same exact day of weigh-ins, and
you weren't gonna do it. It's like you've been trained for this one thing.
Yeah.
Now
I was trained for like a southpaw, then they got like an orthodox, well-rounded, like. If they would have given me that guy last Monday, I would have took it because I would have been trained this whole week for this one guy. But just to change your opponent the same exact day you went in, it's a lot.
Now, how does that affect you, like going forward? Like, are you hoping, like, when it comes to other fighters, hey, hopefully this next fight, that's when I have, they're not gonna bail out, or are you just gonna continue to train hard?
I'm just gonna keep training hard. It's real stressful, like. It's very stressful after like a long fight camp without drinking beer and like without going out, like staying home doing like nothing at home, just working, being miserable. But it's alright though. Like, I got a lot of good training and I learned a lot from my last fight camp anyway. So.
Nice. Well, one of our fans out there had asked a question. You mentioned about you have family, you have construction. How do you handle that? How do you make your schedule work between your work and your family life? How do you make that happen?
My mom helps me out a whole lot, so like if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be able to do it. I work, like if I had my daughter, I drop my mom like at 6 o'clock in the morning, I go to work, I'll get out, like take a shower, clean up, then go pick her up. And I have her from like 3 to like 6, 7, and then I go to the gym and I take her back to my mom's house. I go to the gym from like 7 to 9, and I come back, pick her back up, and go home. Like, hey.
Are you a single dad?
I'm a single dad.
Bravo! Hats off to you.
Thank you.
Well done, man.
Yeah.
How does your mom feel about you doing MMA?
She supports me. Like she don't like the thing about me fighting, but like she know how I am with my anger, so she's seen how much it humbled me in the sport. So she's kind of glad I'm doing it. It keeps me out of trouble.
So you just mentioned that. Do you feel like MMA has helped you? Well, do you think it also helps other people?
Yeah, it helps a lot of people. Like everybody I know at Train Jiu-Jitsu, like everybody I know, they all have problems, but when they go train jiu-jitsu, it's different in there. Like it's stress free. Jiu-jitsu, MMA, Muay Thai, like whatever, like MMA do you like mixed martial arts? I like it all. So
Now, is there one particular like that you're strongest at out of all of them?
I like brawling. Like that's my strong point. Is standing up.
Just to stand up and just wail on each other.
Yeah. I like circling now. Like I kind of fixed that a whole lot more, but I like getting punched and punching back.
So you say your best thing striking.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Well, what's next for you? I mean, you had these last 2 fights canceled. Is there anything coming up?
My coach Jay got me from Hands Up Studio got me a fight September 9th with Stellars for like a 135 title fight. I'm on. Hopefully that fight goes through. I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna turn pro afterwards.
Well, I know your record for. Let me make sure it is 4-6.
4-6, yeah.
Why do you want to go from amateur to pro?
And because like the pro, like the amateur rules are against me when I fight, because I fight like I always lose to good like D1 wrestlers and very good grapplers, and like they always grab me. We always clinch up for a good 2 rounds. I'm pushing them, trying to punch them. And pro, I'll keep that clinch and throw elbows. I can't do that as an amateur. I can't throw knees. I had a few D1 wrestlers that beat me actually turn pro. The one's 0-3, the other one's 1-3, like because they get elbows and knees now. An amateur, you can't.
Yeah.
It takes a lot from me.
And once you turn pro, are you going to avenge those losses with those guys?
Yeah. I like to fight like Aaron Kennedy for a rematch as a pro, because he wasn't doing anything besides just taking me down and holding me. Like his punches wasn't doing anything to me, so that would be a good rematch as a pro. Like starting off at.
You know, we'll cover that too, guys. What do you find is the hardest thing, like during your week with training, or just in life generally, you face every day? Like your hardest thing that you go through?
The hardest thing I go through is just going to the gym and not spending time with my daughter when I have her. That's the hardest thing, because like sometimes I pick her from my mom at late time and she be sleeping. I be trying to wake her up so I could just spend a little bit of time with her, but that's the hardest part. But I always take her out. I take her out a lot.
How old is she?
She's 3 now. Yeah.
Dad was a 3-year-old man for when you go to school. Well, I know you had given me something, and I want to show this to everybody at home. One, thank you very much for this, and I want to give a shout out to the guys over at Hands Up Studios. We've had them on to the show along with all the guys from Gracie. Great guys. They've always been on our show, and
Thanks.
I will wear this with pride. And when we cover one of your fights, I'll be like, you can add this. We'll be wearing this shirt. We'll have the yours out there, like, yo.
You can switch them up.
I was wondering if maybe you could show the folks at home maybe some of your style, show some folks some stuff you can do.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll do that coming up next. All right, guys, we're going to be showing you guys some striking, because as you all know, key thing in MMA besides on the ground is Mariano. I'm going to get punched for that as always. He's going to show us some basic striking and how we can defend against that striking. So, take it away, Coach.
Yeah, we're just gonna show you a double jab, hook, and a cross. But I'm gonna cut the corner.
Okay.
1, 2, hook, and cross. Like that. 1, 2, hook, and cross. Very try. Get in my hands. 1, 2, hook. Nah, straight cross. Like that. 1, 2. Hard cross. Boom. Yeah. Like the point is, like don't move. Stay right there. Boom. Boom. That turn right there, and you stay. Boom. You catch on your jaw. Cool. Try it. Double jab. Now the cross. It turns you. Just try to do a cross and turn. Turn with it. Turn out this way. And then do the cross, a straight cross. The other hand. Try again. Go. Boom. You gotta turn.
Alright.
Bang. Bang. There. Yeah. One more time. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Alright. Let's try it's not more basic. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's in and out like. bang, 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 bang. And just dance right back. So I'm gonna hit you 2 times, and you gonna try. I'm gonna back out. You gonna swing. I'm gonna answer right back at you.
All right.
So you do that. 1, 2. Back out. You come back in. You come in. You go in. Back out. Come back in. Put your hands up. Like that. Go in. Go back. Come in. I think it's don't circle.
All right.
Don't circle. Back up. Go. Come back in. Come on. Go ahead. Both hands. Go ahead. Come on. Yeah. It's a lot better. One more time. Go ahead. Now at the end of that, let's throw an elbow. I'm gonna show you.
All right.
Let's put your hands up. 1, 2. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, but stop circling.
Right.
It's in and out the pocket. That's it. 2.
And like that.
Now, put your hands up. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
All right.
Look. 1, 2. They're both hands. They're both hands. Look. Step up. Come in. Elbow. Yeah. You get my hands.
All right.
Look. Step back in. Like slide in a little bit when you throw it. Like,
Yeah.
they would throw it on this side, that elbow.
All right.
Go again. Yeah, that's good. So like that. You get it.
That's
You
it.
just want to throw the elbow and see how it feels. Just throw it. Throw the elbow. Yeah, just like it's going forward. Hit me with it. Good. Okay. Straight, go straight. That's a legal one right there. The other one.
That's illegal.
Yeah, like we throwing up.
Ah.
Straight, a punch. Okay. Boom. Go again. Yeah. Alright, what else punches you want to learn?
Wherever you want to teach. Show you guys. This is tough when you're like getting out.
You want to learn off the clinch?
Sure.
Like, just go in the clinch. Underhook, overhook. Like, and amateur MMA, you just got to push off and get them off you and try to throw punches. But when I turn pro, keep that clinch. You can throw knees to the head. You can throw elbows, and you can throw more knees to the head.
That's why you went to a pro, so you can really.
Yeah.
Now that's your. I know you said that was your strongest suit.
Yeah. Watch. Like, touch me up. And just throw elbows at me. Just throw elbows at me. Go ahead. Go. You can throw them. Go. You can throw them a little hard. It's alright. Yeah. That's what's like throwing. Yeah. And then push off and throw elbow.
Alright, so.
I'm gonna block it. Look. Throw one of those.
Alright.
Push up, I'll block. Yeah, like,
Ah.
I got you. I'll push you up, block.
Alright.
Push you up. Like that. Don't push me up, I'll block. Yeah, that works too. Yeah.
So the main difference between the amateurs is you can only go like this, and in pros, everything's.
Oh no, like in amateurs, you can actually elbow to the face. That's a big difference. You can't elbow to the face in amateur or knees to the head.
Well, thank you for showing that to us.
Yeah.
If you want to give a shout out to any supporters or fans,
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Renzo Gracie Philly and Hands Up Studio for like helping me out so much, like my fight camps and my training. And I want to thank my mom for helping me out with my daughter and all my other teammates that I've been training with.
man, thank you for being on. We'll be covering his next fight. Also, again, take a look at our Facebook site. We'll have everything updated about his fight and all the fighters we've had on this show. Thanks, man.
Well,
All right, guys. As always, this is it for Monsoon Live for this week. As always, keep it real.